How you guys doing out there? Today is leg day, which was like Sunday or Monday, one of those 2 days. Kind of lost track of days, but what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to actually, speak along while the actual video is playing along, so that way you can guys kind of get an idea of what I actually do in the gym and why I do it. So right now I'm going to be doing a hack squat. I started off with leg extensions, and then I already warmed up on leg extensions, and now I'm moving on to the hack squat. So if you look at my foot placement, usually, which you really can't see too much, but you can kind of gauge it, but my feet are usually about a fist apart, and the reason why is so that way I could actually work on the sweep on the outside part of my quads, so that way it gives you a bigger look on stage. A lot of people always ask me, like, oh, what do you do for your legs? But this is one I've never on squats, leg press, I never do anything wide. Everything usually stays very, very narrow. The bigger the outside part of your sweep looks, the bigger your legs are going to look on stage. But one thing I always do is I implement with my clients and with myself that you go deep. You got to go through a full range of motion. I see too many people doing like 40. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Not even you shouldn't even put the weight on there if you're not even going to go down all the way. So with that being said, you can actually kind of see how deep I do go deep on everything. But on this day, what I usually do is I warm up like for about 3 sets. First set I'll do about 15 to 20 reps. Second set I'll take like a 30-second break. Second set I'll do another 15 to 20. On the third set I'll do another 15 to 20, but I'll slowly increase the weight. And as you can see on this set right here, I started off with 3 plates on each side. And, I'll go through my reps, and I start my drop set here, which usually I'll probably do 10, 10, and 10, or 10, 10, and 15, and that'll that's equals 1 set for me. So that way I do get a good stimulation. I can really stimulate my muscles. Sorry about that. I can really stimulate my muscles even more. A lot of people have asked me online why I do drop sets. I kind of answered that question. I always get that question asked a lot. I do drop sets whether it's chest, legs, calves, back, whatever it is. I'm still doing drop sets all the time. And the biggest reason I'll tell you right now is once I hit that muscle hard, I'll hit that muscle heavy, but the drop sets for me is trying to get as much blood into that muscle as fast as possible, so that way you have a fascia tissue that surrounds your muscle, and the only way to make your muscles grow is to expand that fascia tissue. And you want to get as much blood so you can blow that fascia tissue up so you can actually make your muscles grow. Here you go. You can see this is probably my last set right here. I do wear knee wraps and I do wear a belt. At my age, I'm 41, I'll be 42 this year. You can actually, I take every preventative measure I can, wearing a belt, wearing knee wraps. I never used to wear knee wraps for a long time. I've had 8 knee surgeries, so I started wearing wraps, and it's actually helped me out a little bit more. Is this weight heavy? It's not really too heavy. As you can see, I did the 5 pretty easy. I could still go a lot heavier, but at this point in time, especially with my age and taking 2 months off, I really don't need to go just balls to the wall and go really, really heavy. Right here is just to stimulate the muscle, get it actually working again, so that way I can get the most out of my gains. And the same goes for here. Right here, I'm still doing a drop set. First set was probably 5 reps, second set 5 reps. Right here I'll probably be 10 to 15. Last set will be 10 to 15. Like I said, I haven't worked out for 2 months, so this is actually my first time back on the hack squat. So I'm trying to get the most out of it as I can. Today I only hit 3 exercises, which was the leg extensions, hack squat, and the leg press, which is a seated leg press. And I actually like that machine, but this gym I'm working out at, you know, they don't have too many leg machines as my gym, my home gym, so, which is Fitness World in Cradle Beach. But you know, I try to make do with what I can. So this right here is my last set. You know, of course I'm not wearing knee wraps anymore. You know, my last 2 sets I really don't wear. Last 2 or 3 sets I don't wear knee wraps. Just on that first initial set, just to keep my knees a little bit more stable. Right here, you know, if anybody ever does drop sets, you can kind of gauge. You know, even this with the 45 on each side, it still feels heavy. It starts to, you know, it really burns. You know, your glutes, your quads, your hams, everything just really starts to burn. And you can actually see the muscle getting into the blood. I'm sorry, the blood getting into the muscle. So this is part where, you know, this is like, you know, give you an example of what I actually do on leg day for my hack squats. So next we have, which is like a seated leg press. You can actually see it's going to be a different angle. You're not going to be able to see me too much, but you can actually see the movement. But same thing here. I usually do a drop set. You know, my feet are close. That way I'm still working on the outside part of the quads. And like I said again, time and time again, you know, keep your feet closer together if you want to work the outside part of your quads, making, you know, look actually bigger on stage than they actually are. Of course, you know, if you want to work that teardrop muscle on the inside, then go ahead and, you know, basically I call it a plie. Point your toes outwards, get a little bit of wider stance. So what I'm going to be doing is in the next month, by the end of this month, you'll see a little flyer thing go up on my Facebook page and on my website. I'm going to be giving a sponsorship out. I'm going to be sponsoring 2 athletes, and what that includes is your contest prep for the entire year. So, you know, you can do 1 show, you can do up to 5 shows, 6 shows, 7 shows, it doesn't really matter. I'll take you through the whole contest prep. What that's going to include is your diet, your training, supplements, not supplements per se, but a supplement list of what you should take, what to, you know, stay away from, your posing, you know, as far as everything that you need for contest prep. So make sure you check that out. It's a $2,500 value, and I'm going to be doing that for free for 2 athletes. So make sure you check that out on my website, coming by the end of January, and also on my Facebook page. I'll make an announcement on there too. So make sure you check that out at KiyoshiMoody.com, KIYOSHIMOODY.com, or on my Facebook page.